Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Educated Colin Snap channel. How you doing? Now, if you're paying attention, you will realize that this video is made right after the last video. I'm going to be busy today when this is posted, but I wanted to get something out for you guys. So I wanted to talk, just like Darkhawk and Zabu, I wanted to talk about Silver Surfer. Is Silver Surfer actually bad? In this meta because I basically not hear nonstop mad Silver Surfer is unplayable now, and I'm always like, no, it isn't. That's not true. You're wrong. If you played it, da da da. And I just wanted to mention that hey guys, like Silver Surfer is actually kind of fun. It is definitely still playable. It's just not oppressive. It's the same thing, right? Like it's you. There's now counterplay. You can actually win in if they play Silver Surfer. It doesn't mean they instantly win the game. So, um, it's still a decent deck. It's still strong, and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to kind of go over like a deck list and like the ideas of Silver Surfer and why it's still good. So let's get into it. So here I do have the list like I would be using essentially if I were to make a Silver Surfer list again. So there are some like swaps you can do here that makes a lot of sense. First thing to notice is that you could not run this Killmonger Nova package, and you could also not run this Domino package, right? The threes are pretty set in stone, and the Sarah is also pretty set in stone. I don't really think you can really budge with a lot of them, but you could do something like take out the Nova, put in like an Iceman. You could take out the Domino, and if you take out Domino, you have to put in two twos because the 1/2 is not consistent enough. So if you take out Domino, you'd have to take out another three drop. So you have to do something like take out Polaris or something, and then you just put in Scorpion Lizard. Most likely would be the normal pickings, the normal like replacements, something like that. So you could definitely change up this deck a little bit. The threes though I think are pretty hard to change. You could take out Cosmo if you just don't like Cosmo in this meta game right now, and you could put in something else. You could put in Rogue, right? It's basically like Cosmo for ongoing. So you could do something like that. You could also just put in like well, I don't have Polaris in it, so you could put the chorus back in. You could also put it in Thor. Where are you, Thor? So you can put in Thor. The one downside of Thor is like you lose a draw, which is quite relevant, right? So wouldn't necessarily say you have to do that. But I think this is fine. I like the domino consistency because it means that you don't have to play two drops, and you could just kind of focus on the core game plan of this deck list. So where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Am I blind? Here you are. I know I have a better skin. Yeah, I do. Let me do this real quick. Um, but let's kind of talk about it, right? So, Silver Surfer is not like a complicated deck build, and the pieces make a lot of sense. But there are still some combos you have to be aware of. First of all, first one being the Storm into Juggernaut combo, right? So you Storm down on 3, and then you can Juggernaut in that same lane. It's so hard for people to contest that lane. You can kind of win that lane instantly just from doing those two cards in that order. And that's a really, really strong ability to have, the ability to just win a lane like that, just storm into Juggernaut. Oh, I've won the lane. So that's really nice. And then I also like the Nova Killmonger, right? People are still running ones, especially with that couple of the decks I've recommended recently. People are running ones, so Killmonger just cuts through that and lets you get that value, especially with the Nova. Nova into Brood, there's a ton of power, and you usually Killmongering very late in the game, so you usually get to hit that. Then you have these huge high power cards, the Maximus, the Polaris, the Brood, right? These cards just have a ton of power. And then Mr. Fantastic is just a nice reach, flexible card. You hit everything. They have to contest all your lanes. It's definitely just a nice, one of my favorite three drops, I would say, in the game. So, and Sarah just puts it all together. It lets you play three cost units on turn 6. Just really strong, really uh, finalizes that game plan. So really think those pieces work very well, and you can definitely do a lot with this particular deck list. I played it a little bit today. It definitely felt okay, felt all right. So definitely wanted to mention that this is a reasonable deck list. It's something that can work, and hope that you guys keep that in mind. Right, I think a lot of people still have Silver Surfer, but they're just apprehensive about using it. So I do think that is particularly weird. But yeah, just wanted to mention, hey, Surfer's still good. Surfer, you can still win with this. And just like Zabu, they're still good. They're just not oppressive, and that's the real takeaway here. But that's all. I this is just a quick video because I'm actually not here. I'm busy today for once. So we'll see you guys later. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day.